Hey, welcome back. Another day, another vlog. Hope you're all well on this Monday. I am terrible with days and dates. I think it's my life. You just switch off when you work 24 hours or 12 and a half hours a day, 7 days a week, 2 weeks straight. You just sort of switch off the days and dates and you miss everything anyway. So I guess you just sort of forget. Just attune to not worrying about what time and what day it is. It's just another day, another vlog. Hence the name for the channel or for the series. Hey, welcome back. Good to see you. If you're here for the first time, appreciate you popping by. Muchly appreciated. Always good to have a couple of new faces in the crowd, whether you're laughing or whatever. Hope you enjoy it. If you do enjoy it, smash that subscribe, hit that like button, and tingle on that bell should hopefully help to keep you updated when they do drop. I do try to keep them fairly regular. I nearly didn't get tonight's out. I had a dinner tonight. It's my birthday tomorrow, so 45 tomorrow. It's a pretty nasty date. It's not a 50 or anything, but it's still a 45. It's halfway between 40. It's gone very, very quick these 5 years since 40. Yeah, lots changed. I've become a dad. I've been at a job for 11 years this year in August. So in the one place, which I'd never done before. I think the longest time I'd ever been at a job was my apprenticeship, which was I think 3 years and then I had to finish. I did my last 4th year at a Caterpillar dealership in Adelaide when I moved down south to Adelaide. So yeah, it's huge 10 years of my life, and yeah, it's been big changes, and I think probably for the good. I'm sort of actually enjoying calming down a bit. Sort of, I think in the photography world they say slow down, and I think I'm trying to slow down, even though I am out of control busy. I think when I quit smoking, which was when I started this job, so that's been 11 years, just on over 11 years since I quit smoking. Best thing I ever did. And I had first 6 months was tricky, but then after that, I had more energy than I could poke a stick at, and just endless abundance of wanting to do stuff and get stuff done. So, very hot out here in the shed in the office. So yeah, it's sort of the 10 years I've sort of been really hectic. I sort of dug into my job and went 100% at that. It's just really a job now. There's nowhere really for me to go. There's nowhere up to go at work. It's just the same thing now until I leave there, or I guess there's really no thing to change. So I guess and that's where I've come to here. I refound my love of photography through my love of fishing. Wanted to post some videos about my fishing trips with my mates in the Barra Classic and just chuck them up for a bit of fun. And before that, I'll chuck a video up, and like everyone does, you think, I'll chuck one video up and it'll go viral, I'll make millions of dollars. Soon did I learn how it doesn't work that way. These guys that are making the millions, the PewDiePies and all that, you would be surprised that they put in a massive amount of work. And a good example of that, if you do want to sort of see like a bit of a background of how it all does, I do have a video planned on YouTube and all that sort of stuff coming up. But a good idea, if you haven't seen Potato Jet, Matty Hoppier just did another photographer. They're both sort of film guys, more video guys, but they're really good at their craft and really good channels. Go watch Potato Jet and go watch Matty Hoppier. Matty just did like a week in the life of Potato Jet, and he pulls in 80, on average probably 70 to 80 hour weeks just filming. He does 3 videos a week. Each video is saying just like 30 hours worth of editing and recording and stuff just for one 10-minute video. So that's what the pros are doing. And look, hey, I can put in, I don't get to go that hardcore into my editing in thing. I did probably 3-4 hours today editing the new video, and I got a heap done. I've still got a fair bit. I need another session like that tomorrow, but I've got a few jobs on. It does take time. If you're doing it full time, you can obviously focus, but then when you're doing it full time, you're trying to lift the emphasis of it and make it a bit better. So then you're putting more and more into it, so it becomes bigger, and it's a huge job. But actually, I just really enjoy it. I've learned so much about it. It's become just the process. I've become addicted to the process of it, and it's really fun. It's a whole new thing to me to look at. I guess with my baseball sort of pretty much over, especially with the move to Queensland, this will be my last season playing games. I don't really get to play much with my roster, but this will be my last sort of year, and then I'm going to sort of hang it all up, and yeah, that's going to be a sad thing for me as well. So I've found this, and this fills that void. I can focus my attention, I can do my photography, and at the same time share what I'm doing in my photography and my travels and whatever happens with you guys. So yeah, very cool, and I'm enjoying it, and yeah, look, having a ball. It's been really cool. So yeah, 45. This is the year I really want to focus a lot on this year and see, I guess, how far I can go. And I guess that's what we all hope for, I guess, when we start this journey, and that's all you can hope for. Do the best you can do, and if it takes, well, then you just good. If not, as long as you're enjoying it, who cares? You're still enjoying it. You're getting something back from it. If it blows up, it blows up. If not, well, you haven't planned for that anyway, so you go. So we'll see what happens. You never know. Rightio, Perth City update. As you say, did a heap of editing today on that. Pretty good. It's going to be a little bit shorter. It's going to be under a 10-minute video. I know sometimes, yes, you'll probably tell me I do rattle on a bit. You probably get that today in my Another Day, Another Vlog series. I don't mind a bit of a chin wag. And that's all right. So this one's a little bit shorter. There's probably less of me gas bagging and a heap of photos. I was actually really surprised when I did the editing on the photos, how lucky I was and how many good shots I got. I was actually really surprised. So I probably consider myself, probably enjoy landscape stuff more often, getting out and getting nature. But I did enjoy that Perth thing where I just put my headphones in and just walked and just looked up and down and left and right, and got to just, if I seen something I liked, can I fit that in and can I make a composition out of it? And that's sort of what I did. And I think I've got like 25 photos in the video, so it's a very photography heavy video. But I'm really proud of some of the shots. There's some good ones in there, and there's some really good ones in there. So yeah, I've got to, hopefully if I can get a good 2-3 hours of editing tomorrow night, I could be close, and just got to find some music to sit it all in. And we should be pretty close. So next day or two, you'll have this week's video out. So yeah, that's pretty close to on schedule. So I'm pretty happy with that. I can move on to next week's video, which is the whole process. Look, yeah, how do I do this? We might, I'll go into the good stuff first, and then we'll finish up with the sad stuff. We'll go into F4 road trip. If you're photography or you're into photography, there's 4 guys that I can definitely sort of put forward to watch on their channels. I think in the top 10 I had for this year, one of them was like Gavin Hardcastle, Photo Tripper. He's got a fantastic channel. There's a couple other guys that work with him. Adam Gibbs is sort of his they work together and they're a fantastic team. Adam Gibbs is International Photographer of the Year, Landscape Photographer of the Year, I mean. Awesome photographer. They're both really good at what they do. They've got some great mates. Nick Page is an amazing guy as well, and Thomas Eaton. All awesome guys. Definitely go watch each of their pages. They're doing a big collab in 2020. They're joining forces. They're doing an American road trip. They've just sort of announced it. There's a web page where you can go basically sign up, so you'll get notified of when it's all happening and what's happening. Look, I've got all these guys' channels on my subscriptions list, and worth worth the free entry on that subscription. Yeah, definitely awesome. I can't see it how it could be a fail. These are 4 guys who've got just brilliant minds in regards to photography, and you'll learn a hell of a lot just by watching them. Also, Gavin Hardcastle is just piss funny, hilarious. Him and Adam Gidds just have this comedy duo go down, and the other 2 guys have sort of been mixing it in that with them on several videos in the past. So they play the game really well, and it's going to be a really super entertaining series. I don't even know what it's just. I know it's about a road trip and about across America, so they're going to be going to some fantastic locations to get footage. So I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. So definitely check that out, f4roadtrip.com. Definitely worthwhile getting onto that. Itchy nose. Don't you hate an itchy nose? Especially when you're trying to talk. Excuse me, my apologies. Isn't it like money or something, itchy nose? It's got to be something to that. Maybe I won the set for life tonight. That'd be nice. Rightio, so let's move into the 2 things left, and they're probably both not real flash. Coronavirus, as we know, is ramped up. I think it was up to 41 deaths so far at last outlook. Australia-wise, it expanded again today. It was up to 4 Aussies today. This afternoon, it went up to 5 Aussies infected. There was 3 in New South Wales, 1 in Victoria early this morning, and this afternoon, a Sydney University student has also been classified with it. So that's 5. It's getting worse. Obviously, it's not getting better. Obviously, they still don't have a resolution or an anti-vaccine or vaccine for this thing. So yeah, please be aware if you're traveling, be careful. Large groups, be careful. Obviously China's in full lockdown. Some really sad news. Hong Kong, obviously they're shutting their borders, they're cancelling flights and high-speed trains from Wuhan into Hong Kong. But some really sad news, some protesters did some stupid stuff today, where the medical centre that they'd set up for people that got sick from this, some idiots went along and burnt it down as some part of some protest thing. That was really, really stupid. I think people just don't think sometimes. I know Hong Kong's had some issues lately and they've got some gripes, but when it comes to this stuff, you can't play around with this, and by doing stupid stuff like that, you can only put your only friends and family at risk. Just simply follow the rules, follow these guidelines. These doctors don't care about politics. They don't care about all that crap. They just want to make sure everyone's safe and healthy. So if they tell you something and these medics are saying do this, look up, be careful. I think it's need to be sensible. It's really sad that these people are doing stupid stuff like that. But obviously it's going to get worse. It's not going anywhere. It's going to be more and more until we can get a vaccine, hopefully. And that's not a fast process. It's not like you see on CSI where they can do DNA tests in 10 minutes and all that crap. That just doesn't happen. It's going to take some really smart people a little bit of time to work this out, and hopefully they can do it as soon as possible. And until then, we've just got to sort of be smart, I guess. And then last but not least, from a sports person, mad sports person my whole life, played baseball since I was 5, fisherman, all that, sports. We all love our heroes and our great ones. I've got mine, Nolan Ryan. He's always been my favourite baseballer of all time. And then I'm not a basketball fan. I've never really played. I played a little bit of school, but nothing really to say anything to do with it. But there's no way you don't know of Kobe Bryant. Unfortunately, he died in a helicopter crash. I think it was yesterday. And even worse news they released today. His youngest daughter, 13-year-old, passed away with him. So just tragic news. He was taking his private helicopter to a basketball game for his girls, had another parent there, obviously his daughter's friend. They were playing in the same team, and the father was in it with him, obviously the pilot as well. I'm not sure exact numbers on who was there and what, but a tragedy that these people unfortunately have all passed away. And I guess for basketball and all his friends and family, it's just a terrible tragedy. And to lose his daughter as well, I'm sure he would be mortified when it happened to know that she was on board with him. As a father, it would be the most horrifying thing. I'm sure his wife and her mother would be just absolutely distraught losing two people so close to her. So yeah, condolences to the Bryant family and friends. That's just a horrible tragedy and a massive loss to the basketball world. His legend, absolute legend. He'll never be forgotten. He's a Hall of Famer, without a doubt. We never want to lose those people. Unfortunately, life is like that, and it's never easy, but it's part of life, and it's always sad. So tough way to end it, but yes, he gave us so many good things. I guess, like when my mum passed, I just think about the good things, and I guess we need to do the same with him. Think about all those magic moments, all those amazing things he did with the basketball in his hands, what he did as a person, as a leader of that team, and what he did even after he retired from basketball, how good he was as a leader and a person, and as a father as well. So yeah, Kobe, RIP, and yes, we'll see you all again tomorrow for another day, another vlog. Yes, that's it. Monday done and dusted. Back to work tomorrow for everyone else on Tuesday, and we'll see you all tomorrow night. Stay safe, stay happy, tell your loved ones you love them. Peace.